All right, we're live. So, hey, it
Hi,
sounds like
Lance.
your grin from ear to ear tells it all. You're obviously really excited. I saw you guys just went over $2.5 million on the
I
Kickstarter.
know. we're so happy. We're all together here. Look at all the people here. We have started drinking, and we're. But
Well done.
it's not completely over. But yes, a couple of hours left, and yes, over 2.5 million. That's just amazing.
So, just if in your opinion, why do you think how do you think what do you attribute the success to? I mean, is it just like
I mean, there are, I think, two keys to the success. The first one is before we started this campaign, we did a uh, you know, tour, a big campaign to show people. What? Yes, we did a big tour to demo the game to everybody across France and Europe. We even went to the US at Gen Con. So we demoed the game over 800 times. So we reached 2,500 people. So we knew the game was good, the game was well received, and the game was balanced. That's one point. And then during the Kickstarter campaign, we tried some new things. We were there every day, and we've been very close to our backers, and I think they loved it. So, for instance, we provided many updates, not only when we unlocked the stretch goal, but also to give them some, behind the scenes, some little video to discover the universe, some guidelines to the way the game works, and also some lives. We did some live show with the Kickstarter live, so we could answer their questions, and they could be there, and we broke records all the time. So I think those two things are how we can explain this success.
all right? So and if I may say, I mean, I personally felt one of the big things that you did was, and I had a discussion with this last night with Scott Alden, the guy who runs Board Game Geek, and we talked about how so many of these Kickstarters, they have 27 different pledge levels and
Oh,
all
yeah.
this, and then for you guys, I mean, it was just basically you had the early bird, and
Yes.
then the other one, and that was it. It was just like,
That's
so
a very
that's all you have to
simple,
do.
very simple, and many things that we unlocked. We kept the gaps pretty reasonable, so we've been able to unlock many stretch goals. Right now, we are over 3 times the content of the core box, right? Which is, oh, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah. And yes, and that also includes big minis. For instance, during the Kickstarter, we never hesitated to go further, to do things that people were not expecting. For instance, you don't see many Kickstarters that offer huge minis, right? Like a Titan, and we did that. And that was not planned when we started the campaign. We didn't hesitate to say, okay, well, let's do something crazy. Let's offer a Titan in in the stretch goals. And that paid off because we could immediately see the reaction. Like people started talking about it. Wow, look at this Titan, he's huge. And then, it gave a boost to the campaign. And as you said, it's also a simple pledge, just one, God pledge. And then many stretch goals. And then we added add-ons on a regular basis. And those add-ons, those expansions, optional buys, are very well worked. We play tested them for months and months, and everything was ready. And people, I think, could see that we were ready, that we were not just selling something, a promise. We were selling actual things, like a real game, a real concept. They could see the dashboards, the statistics. We could talk and answer the questions right away. So I think this, and combined with the theme, I think this Greek theme speaks to people, right? Even though we did something a little more fantastic and more heroic fantasy than purely myth, right? But it speaks to everyone. I think it's very accessible.
So I see there's tons of things here that say Kickstarter exclusive by them. I mean and those will be truly Kickstarter exclusive. Like, you know, I mean, will it be something where if somebody misses out, they be able to get them at like a convention later or anything like that, or is it just this is their one chance?
Well, yes, it's a one chance. That means we will never sell them. If we have a few of them, we might use them as rewards during conventions and or contests, but it will be very rare. You could really say that this was the only way you could get them. And why did we do that? We really wanted to reward the people, our fans, who have been there here. You know, we don't want to act like you can be there. Well, we need your help, and then we open the gates to everybody else. No, it's Kickstarter. It has to work like that. We have to reward the people who trust us and who gives us money ahead of time for us to produce the game. So this is a good way to reward them, to do these really chaos exclusives.
All right. So of course everybody's going to ask. So I mean, there's no way you can know. So I mean, and I apologize then for asking, but you know, where do you see fulfillment happening? I mean, in your most guarded answer, where do you see it happening?
I can answer. Of course, it's tricky to answer this question because if we don't make it, then people will get mad or will. So, but it's not our first Kickstarter. And we've learned a lot from our first experience. So for this one, we are much more prepared than for the first one, which was Conan, that people just received. So the difference is this time, all the sculpts are done. We have started receiving the actual plastic casts. So that means we are ready for that too. You know, we don't have to wait until the molds are done. I mean, we are receiving them every day. The rules and the scenarios are written and play tested. So we will keep people updated. We will tell them exactly where we're at. Our plan are to send everything to the producer, to the manufacturer, all the files by the end of February, early March. And if we do that, and if we manage to do that, and we'll tell people if we did that, we'll show them how we're ready, we'll show them the PDF, the rules and everything. If we do that, then the game can be delivered by the end of 2017. Maybe even earlier, but let's say December 2017, everybody will receive everything, and not several waves, everything in just one wave. We have actually shown the people the rules, a PDF of the beta rules. It's not completely finished. People have been able to write comments on them, and so we will take that into account. They participate. It's a Kickstarter. It's not a final product, but it's very well advanced. People can, right now, if they go on the page, they can click on the first image they see, and they will get the PDF of the rules. They can read the rules. They can see that they are laid out and they're ready. So it's another thing that can make them be confident that we will deliver on time.
All right. So do you still, if obviously you're still climbing, you're still getting more and more people are coming in, and I mean, do you have any like final levels, final stretch goals that you're shooting for even right now with 2 hours to go?
Yes, even with 2 hours to go, the pace is accelerating and it's getting really crazy. So we will unlock as many things as possible, and then by the end, maybe we'll have a little surprise for the people. So just be there, try, and then what we're going to do, we're going to do a live, because, it's been a meeting like every other day. We would do a live when we released an add-on. We will do that again, and it will be a first. So 1 hour before the end of the Kickstarter, we'll be live with the backers, and 1 hour after, we'll celebrate with them and we'll do some announcements. So it's not over till it's over.
Very good. So if you had to say, what is your favorite miniature? Like, since you're like you're right there. You've seen them all. You know what they're going to look like. Which is your favorite miniature in the game?
It's a tough question because there's so many great minis. You know, like my favorite female minis is the recently unlocked Aphrodite, which is just beautiful. It's like a collector's minis, right? I like Ares from the base game, which is, you know, the god of war, whose pulse is amazing. But if I had to only quote one, it would be one Titan from the Titan box. You know, it would be Typhon. Typhon has been this character that people have been talking about on the comments, and they were all imagining how he would look, and we've just come up with this amazing piece. He's huge. He's you know, he's the most powerful Titan of all. He's the most spectacular mini we have in the game, and it comes in a box called Rise of the Titans with 4 other Titans. And you could say that Lovecraft was inspired by Typhon, the description of Typhon, when he created Cthulhu. So that gives you an idea of how he looks.
Well, that's actually very exciting. No, I've people are really reacting very positively to you, Leo. They keep talking about you. Last most recent comment was Leo is a legend. So, I think
they've been so nice. It's just being close to them. I mean, they are very nice, but no, it was just answering their question, being there for them, and you know, just showing them that each of them care. We care for each of them, and it's true. I really feel that, and this is what makes maybe this Kickstarter special. We've been very close to them. Sometimes when they asked for something, and they really did, if we could do it, we would do it. So, for instance, they asked for some minis, we created them for them. They asked for resculpt, and when we couldn't do that, we would provide them with an alternative sculpt, and they've seen that, and I think they really appreciated that. So it's very nice what they say, but it's not me, it's really a team, and everybody had a role in during this campaign. So I was doing the live, but you had many guys working in the back office, like people doing the updates, someone answering the questions on Kickstarter, some other going to the forums. So, oh, wow. And I'm just seeing that right now we've reached the top 13 of the most funded games on board games on Kickstarter. So I told you that we were the first game that is not a license or that is not a follow-up to a game. We are the most funded game like that. We're not.
Well, that's huge.
That's huge. And now we've just reached, and this is just a figure that my partner was showing me, that we've just reached the top 13 most funded games ever on Kickstarter, which is huge for a first game, right? So for a first game like that.
So, first of all, I have 2 things. I'm supposed to tell you, Leo, that you're in a good place.
Yeah, right on.
And then the second thing is that they want you to just at least introduce the other people in the room with you, so they can know.
Let's do that. This was my plan. I wanted to do that during our live, you know, I Kickstarter live, but let's do that with you, Lance. You're right. Let me show you. So here is Benoit. So Benoit is the game author. So he's the one who wrote the rules, who designed all of the characters in the game, and he's the one who went to BGG to answer the fans' questions, right? Everybody. Here you have Erwan from Monolith. So Erwan is the guy who did all of the updates. Who did the teasing on the miniatures. He's also been supervising and all of the minis that we have in the games, and those are awesome minis, right? And he's also been on some French forums to answer the questions. Here you have another Erwan. You know, we have many Erwans in Brittany and France, right? Too many Erwans. and Erwan has been answering all of the questions of all of the mails that went to Kickstarter, right? So yes, he's been doing that. He's been helping me during the lives, and he's our miniatures guy. He's the guy. Well, you received a copy, right, of of Mythic Battles. Well, he's the one that took care of everything for that, right? Yes.
Yes, and
He's a great painter too. He's a painter. He's a wonderful painter on miniatures.
let me reiterate to him that I have gotten many prototypes sent to me that have minis, like very, and his were the only ones that did not break on the way to me, and so whatever you did to pack was like so much better than anybody else. So well done.
Oh, here you have David Rakoto. David is yes, David is the guy who did all the layout for the game. You know, all the boxes, the cards.
Don't even call me an artist.
Well, yes, he is. He's a technical magician. He can in 1 hour he can create anything you want, the image you want, and it looks gorgeous. So you've seen that we have a gorgeous looking game. So thank you, David.
Thank you.
Here is Vincent. So Vincent is the guy who did all of the sceneries. You know, we have a scenery guide as well as a painting guide, and this one is just, he's producing the most amazing sceneries that you can think of. So yes, Vincent.
All right, awesome. Well, I mean, they also wanted to tell the dev team. Oh, go ahead. Okay.
Well, we have some other people that are not here. We have Jake Quirkworthy, Jake Thornton, who's the voice of Olympus. He's the guy who has been answering, who's been doing the community management for all of our team. Well, he's been there 24 hours 7, right? Answering. He's just been answering.
Very important piece.
Yes, yes. A very, very big important piece. He's been answering thousands of questions every day. I mean, if you look at the comments, how many comments we have on this Kickstarter is just insane. And he's been there. He's been writing all of the updates. You know, we wrote over 105 comment updates. You know, in a 1 month period. So and all of them, you see there are many things to read. So 107 updates in 30 days. I think that's something. And
that's
so,
amazing.
Yeah. And yes, so this is basically the team that worked on this project.
All right. So another thing, like I said, we were talking about your Kickstarter last night, and we were I mean, you guys, I mean, yes, you said you kind of reacted to the crowd and you reacted to the inputs that you're getting, but a lot of planning went into this. I mean, it just seems like you knew exactly what you wanted. You knew exactly what you wanted to succeed at, and you went out there and got it. I mean, how long ago has this? How long has this Kickstarter been, like, from like the moment you guys said, you know, let's do this, to like this moment? I mean, how much time are we talking? A year? More than a year?
More than a year. Yes. We've been working for this. We knew what we wanted, and we've been working for this hard. And it started 18 months ago. So a year and a half of hard work to prepare this campaign and to prepare this. So a year and a half, ordering and asking the artists to draw the concept and having them sent to the sculptors, working on the rules, demoing them, and, you know, like day and almost night work for 18 months. So that's a lot of preparation. I don't, maybe people don't necessarily see that because they just see the fancy looking things, but it's a lot of work, trust me. But, you know, it paid off. We are very, very happy because things went as we expected, and even further, we are above our expectations. So that's just wonderful.
Can I ask you what?
We want to thank you, all the supporters, all the guys, everybody. You, Lance, you've helped us, and that's very nice. And
don't worry about it. So somebody just asked, can we get the dryads via the pledge manager? So they're wondering about the dryads expansion or miniatures.
Yes, those are some things that people have asked for. You know, like they've asked for the Griffin. The Griffin was just unlocked. They've asked for Python. Python has been announced. We don't know if it's going to be unlocked or what. They've asked for Dionysus. and they've asked for the dryads. So what we said is, if we can't make it now, there's a possibility that we will do that later, either during the Pledge Manager or even after the Pledge Manager. The most requested pieces that we couldn't provide to our fans, maybe they will come, you know, we'll do that for them. So yes, the dryads are among them, you can tell them.
So it definitely is possible, you know, is what you're saying. Yes, I am looking. The Python looks very menacing and very cool. So
yes. Very detailed. He's huge, and he's actually the most powerful mini in the game. But the game is balanced. When you play Typhon, you have 4 less recruitment points for the rest of your army. So he's just an army in himself, right?
Yes.
So,
well, it seems that's such a weird number. You see that it's like 2.707 million to get Python. That seems like such an odd goal. Why the weird number?
To get Python. Oh, I thought you were talking about Typhon. Sorry, you're talking about Python. Well,
yes.
Yeah. Well, you know, we've raised the gaps, you know, step by step, slowly, and now that we are in the final craze, of course, the gaps are bigger because it's much more costly to provide to add a stretch goal to 13,000 backers than it is to provide the same stretch goal to 2,000 backers. Of course, you know, that's so. This is the reason that why we we widen the gaps after, you know, we are above our expectations. So, but it's still possible. I mean, how long left? How many left? How many minutes left do we have?
1 hour, 40 minutes.
1 hour and 40 minutes. We'll see. We'll see the craze, and then we will communicate and we'll tell the people what our plans are right just after. But we can make it. It's still possible. I mean, we never, and people never thought that we would do over 2.5 million, and we are there. So it's still possible.
All right. So I see like the giant I want everything, the Typhon bundle. There's a storage box that's theoretically going to hold the entire game. Like you'll be able to put the whole thing in one box.
So the plan is to have, yes, we have 2 things. Well, we have 3 things. We have the core box, which will only contain the core box elements, but no stretch goals. Then there is another box that we call Pandora's box, which should contain all of the stretch goals. Well, initially we wanted to have it as a stretch goal, to offer it as a stretch goal. But we have some ideas in case we don't do that, but so that people can still have it. We will talk about it soon. And then we have the deluxe storage box. This box is for cards only, right? Only cards.
Okay.
You know, we have over 120 different units, something like that, in the game. When you do a draft, you don't want to look and sort in the box to get the dashboards, and so everything we have what we call recruitment cards. The recruitment cards, you have all of the statistics of the unit you would like to draft. So you can just first make a selection. Let's say I'll do my draft with 5 gods, 5 heroes, 5 monsters, 5 troops. You flip them and you draft through that. And once you've done that, let's say you have your army, you have 1 god, 1 hero, 1 troop. You look in the storage deluxe box, and it will be classified. It will be very easy to pick the character you're looking for, because you will have his name and a drawing, and it will be classified, so you can just pick them out of the box and then play with them. So I think the problem with many Kickstarter products that provide so much material is that you don't have a fine storage usually. So when you receive the box, you unpunch everything, you take everything, and then it's cluttered in the box. And we are trying to provide a solution so that you have a very a very well finished product with these 3 storage boxes.
It sounds like, you know, if you go all in for this giant bundle, like you're saying that you get it and you unpunch everything, that's like you're gonna have to set aside like an entire work day. It looks like, with the amount of stuff that you're gonna be putting into this.
Well, we've calculated that the Typhon bundle, if we were to sell this in retail, it would be over $1,100 worth of material, right? Everything, if you add every single thing, it's over $1,100, right? And the Typhon box right now is $498. So that's a very, very good deal, and only Kickstarter can allow that to happen because you don't have to pay for the margin, the distributor, or the store, and so that allows us to propose that kind of deal.
So then what it is then is with the Typhon bundle is quite literally everything. It's just
everything. Like, we have 2 bundles. We have which are kind of all-in, right? All-ins. We have the gamer all-in, which is called the Titan all-in, and that's everything that you can play with. So, but you know, gamers, it's a gamer all-in, like all of the minis and the dice, and but you don't have the art book, you don't have the role-playing game, you don't have things that are not necessary to play the game, right? And then you have the all-in everything, and that's the Typhon bundle. And with this, you have everything. You have even the stat clips to if you want to customize your dashboard so they look prettier, you have that. If you want the art book, if you want the role-playing game, you have everything. And if you want even the alternative, the guest boxes, we did a Paolo guest box, which is a fun box with pinups, right? And you can have that. But you don't need them to play the game. They replace the minis that are in the actual game. But it's funnier, you know, like Cersei with the Paolo's box is with pigs, right? And she's instead of the wolves that we have in the regular game.
I know you guys, you got places to go and things to do, so we'll begin wrapping up. But one of the constant comments here in the people that are watching are basically saying over and over again that if it wasn't, I mean, and you're being very gracious to your coworkers and obviously with their help and everything, but the constant reiteration is that without your connection, without the overall connection that the Kickstarters had with their followers, you would not have been as successful as you are. So I guess that isn't really a question. I think you should definitely recognize that they noticed the extra care and the extra interest that you showed. I mean, and there's even somebody that just recently posted, you know, I just found out about this Kickstarter, you know, and I saw how interactive the creators were with their audience. I'm all in. I'm backing it, and I'm going to go ahead and get the giant bundle as well.
Well, that's so touching, and it's so warming and so important. I mean, a Kickstarter like that is exhausting. I've never slept as little in my whole life during a month, right? It was probably 3 hours of sleep every day, and so, but they gave us energy. When you read these comments, when you hear that, you know, you realize that you do this for something, and that people see that, and then it gives the energy, and you're not tired anymore. So I have to really thank all the people for their support and for their nice words. We heard them, and it's warming for me and for the rest of the team. Thank you, guys.
Okay, and then I did see one question, just one more question, that if somebody's backed at just the $99 level now, because of whatever, but are they going to be able to upgrade up to the Typhon bundle through the Pledge Manager?
Absolutely, yes. That's a question that has been asked a lot. We know we're close to Christmas. We know like funds are not limitless for many people, and yes, you can absolutely do that. Pledge what you can now, so that it helps unlock the stretch goals. And then when the pledge manager arrives somewhere in January, then you can upgrade it to the bundle, the Typhon or the Titan level. Absolutely possible, and there's no problem with that. So that's possible.
That's good news. You can spend your Santa money on
Exactly.
big giant mythic battles.
Exactly.
Oh, and then I did see one other question. I know, and I'm not referencing them just as, but like Cool Mini or not always like has like a late pledge option. Like you can get in regardless. There's a couple of people, obviously that does not help you break stretch goals or anything, but will there be a late pledge option at all?
Well, right now it's not planned. We don't like late pledges that much because we believe people should be there during the Kickstarter and not after. Then
I agree.
Some people might just have not be able or have missed us, right? So right now, I would say no, but we have to discuss about that and make a decision by the time the pledge manager arrives. Right now, it's not planned. So that means if you're asking me at the end of this Kickstarter, will we have a link to a late pledge? The answer is no. They won't be there. But will we have a late pledge later on? Possibly. That is something we have to talk.
So I mean, just get in now. You even pledge like $10 and just get in, so you have access to the pledge manager.
Now, yes. Right now, even if you pledge $1, you can have access to the pledge manager and then upgrade it to what you want.
Perfect.
So it's even $10. So you do what you want, then you will receive a mail. Then the pledge manager will open, and then you can buy what you want. But that's for sure. The late pledge where you didn't back anything, you arrive 1 month later and you say, can I have access to everything? Well, if we do a late pledge or if we do something, it won't be at the same conditions as the one we had here. We want to be good to the people who have supported us that long and who are supporting and who can come right now. We will have a little less than 2 hours, but it's still possible.
All right. Well, I'm sure you, like I said, I know you're very busy, so I'm going to let you go. And I know it's
thank you for
the time is much different.
That was great. Thank you very much, Lance.
Do you have anything you want to say? Just I'll give you the last like 30 seconds or a minute, and then you can say whatever you want to say to the people. One last thing.
I want to tell them that I thank you very much, and I want to tell them that they are in a good place. Right.
All right. Well, congratulations on all your success. You should be very, very proud of what you've accomplished.
Thank you very much, Lance. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.